sensitive nightfall of diamonds. Reflections of matter, glass hand dissolving in ice, little flowers revolving, lady in velvet recedes in the nights of goodbye. It gets a bubble round, walking jiggle in the bed. That's it. Well, you don't own a chip of silver, you own a like a crazy. We'll start out to that way. Cheshire like a man, but I just a leaf of all colors plays a golden string fiddle to a double. We wanna fall over my back. standing in the dark crying. Said your love for me was dying. Come on, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby. I'm on my knees. Let your light, let it shine on me. Shine on your love light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, I get a little lonely in the middle of the night, and I need you, baby, to make things alright. Come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby. I'm on my knees. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. I turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it without a warning, you broke my heart. Taking a baby, for a little boy. You left me standing in the dark crying. Said your love for me was dying. Come on, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, I'm on my knees. Turn your light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it. Well, I get a little, well, I get a little, bit well, I get a little lonely in the middle of the night, and I need you, baby, to make things alright. Come on, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, I'm on my knees, Now turn on your light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love, let it shine on me. Let it shine on me, let it shine on me. That's all I need, a little bit of yours, a little bit of loving, early in the morning, late in the evening, around the midnight hour. I just need it, got to have it. Don't want it all, just want a little bit too. I don't want it all, I just got to have it. Just a little bit, oh, just a little bit of your love. And all I need, that's all I need, that's all I need. Come on now, turn it on up, turn it on up, turn it on up. All I need just a little bit. All I need, just a little bit, just a little bit, just to have. Bring it on up, let it come on, let it come on up, bring it on, keep on pushing, keep on pushing, get it on, get it on, let it shine, baby, bring it on up, shine.
All right, that was the Grateful Dead, of course, doing a little Valentine's Day show for you guys. So happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
How are you guys doing tonight? Feeling lovely and sexy, perhaps?
Right. We love you, folks.
Exactly. We love you more than words can tell, for sure.
More than the words we can think of, anyways.
Right.
I mean, somebody might have the words to express it, but
Not us.
yeah, not us.
Let's see. We're going to shift gears here. Of course, you're listening to 68 214. But now we're going to give you, at intermission here, close to intermission, some good advice by Bob Weir, our buddy Bob here.
Excited by the chatter around you.
This is his key to good vibes.
Stay true to yourself. Stick with your intuition and relax. Maybe meditate even. A grain of humility helps a lot in quieting your mind. I think I intuitively had this knowledge when I was much younger, but it's becoming more and more apparent to me as I get older.
Well, there you go, kids. Some good words. Good bit of advice.
Some good advice.
From Bobby Weir. I'm just getting over a cold. I already said my voice sounds funny tonight.
I think your voice sounds great tonight, Rob.
Well,
I was listening on the way in.
Good.
Yeah, I heard those silky smooth tones coming across the airwaves. I was feeling all Valentine Day-y, feeling some kind of way. And then I realized it was your voice, and I felt really dirty.
Well, I can't help that, man.
That's okay, Rob. I think it sounds great.
Yeah, so I'm got a little hoarse, a little coffee, a little congested, but I still trudge through the cold rain and snow to bring you guys this show tonight. So I hope you're enjoying it. The next little break here, I believe this was 1967 when Alan Wicker, who was doing a little documentary on the Height, stopped by the Grateful Dead's house at 710, and he actually filmed these guys smoking a joint, which, back in that day, got your head busted up pretty good.
It's a revolutionary act.
It was at the time. It's not like now where, half the people you pass on the street are smoking something. You don't even know what the heck it is. Well, anyway, this is only a short little clip here for you guys. This is Alan Wicker meets the Grateful Dead. It's Phil Lesh, I think Jerry, Phil, Bobby, Rock Scully, and I think that's all I can remember right now.
I wonder if anybody ever called Phil Lesh Flesh for short.
Maybe. You never know.
I will now refer to him only as Flesh.
Flesh. I am Flesh. Oh, I'm the best bass player on the planet. Okay.
Dude.
And that was a good tune, too.
Yeah, right?
That was Queen, right?
Queen, yeah.
Who doesn't like Queen?
It's a terrible movie, if I recall.
It was a horrible movie, horribly acted, and the costumes and effects were a little corny, in my opinion. Even as a child, it wasn't very impressive.
Right.
It's like, ee.
It was 1981 and all of its 1981 glory.
Yes, but the very first album I ever, the very first piece of music I ever got that was mine was Queen the Game.
Oh.
Yeah, recorded it back in the day. You remember I think they just called them cassette decks.
Yeah.
It was like the stuff that when you went to the library, there was just a big box that had a tape player on the top, and you pressed the keys on the end, and you got sound out of the other end.
Yep.
Well, I recorded that in a bathroom with two of those side by side. So the quality was not very good. It sounded like they were in an echo chamber.
I bet you to this day, when you hear any of the songs off that album, you almost hear the sound of that cassette.
Almost, yeah. There's some haunting little tinniness in the
Right,
background.
right.
But yeah,
You can
I wore
never
that thing
unhear
out.
it.
I wore that normal bias tape out. Anyway, this is Alan Wicker meets the Grateful Dead, which, like I said, was pretty wild at the time. These guys were radicals. Radicals.
Smoking a joint on camera was something unheard of.
Spin the joint.
But there is dope in the community house of one of San Francisco's psychedelic pop groups, the Grateful Dead. Tonight, getting high without losing cool. Smoking marijuana, the mild stimulant known as pot or grass. In this new hang-loose world, hippie philosophy and drugs swing together, lightly connected by a lover's knot, say those who turn on, by obscene manacles, say the rest of the world. In the States, pot is going middle class and spreading like prohibition liquor. As more and more citizens get zonked out of their minds, the drug cult enters the bloodstream of American life. Like it or not, we're living in the Stone Age.
Oh, the Stone Age! Yeah, there's the drug cult that was the Grateful Dead.
Salivating demons ready to come
Steal
into
your
your
daughters.
neighborhood, steal your
Travel
daughters,
through your town and steal your daughters.
corrupt
We're
your
only here.
sons,
That's right. We're only here for the women.
drop property values.
Did you hear about the guy that killed a mountain lion?
I saw something about that.
Yeah. So apparently some hiker got attacked. Killed this mountain lion. I read the story today. Interesting story. He's been pretty to fight for his life.
wow.
And the only time that mountain lion let go of this guy's hand is when he beat it over the head with a rock and killed it. Other than that, he's like, the only time I let go of my hand is when it was dead. Other than that, the whole time they fought on the trail and he tumbled like 20 foot down a hill, and the whole time the cat wasn't going to let go of that
Did
meal.
it say what provoked the mountain lion? I mean,
No, he
did he
said
get too close to the den or something?
it was a juvenile. It was only like an 80, 90-pound cat. It was a younger one, he said, and he just heard some noises, and it was stalking him, just one of those typical cat things. They see something running by that may be edible, and they're like, instantly, I think I'm going to kill it. I think I need to kill that.
Right.
You know, I mean, I got cats and had cats, and doesn't matter. It's anything small, chipmunk, bird, anything. They just have that natural-born instinct, like, hunt and kill.
I watched a very nice and sweet cat that I was just petting and was cozying up to me, then walk outside, attack a bird, pulled it out of midair, killed it, ate it, and then came back inside and wanted to get back in my face and be all sweet and cuddly.
You're like, no, thanks, bird breath.
It's when I decided I don't like cats.
Actually, I've read an article about that, how nature's nature. And they were talking about all these different bird species taking a hammering from all the feral cats and all the cats, because if you multiply the amount of cats in the United States times the average number of birds a year that they kill, it's some astronomical number. Yeah. But, Mother Nature compensates for that. There's always been cats.
I laugh whenever anybody says that they bought a cat, because I'm pretty sure all you have to do to get a cat is just leave your door open, and bam, you'll have a cat.
Yeah, actually, we had 2 different cats at our front door in the last couple weeks.
Right.
That aren't ours, we're just kind of hanging out there at the door,
right.
like my cat's like sitting up on a box looking at me like he actually picked his paw up and was pointing at the cat like, wow, like, what is this cat doing?
Right.
He's eating my food.
Hey, you guys want a cat?
Yeah,
I'm a cat. Let me hang out. Come on.
Real quick here,
I'll
Jam
poop
Band.
in your house.
Yeah, real quick here, Jam Band headlines. Spring tour was announced for the Trey Anastasio band. Yeah, let's see. The Bizarre World of Frank Zappa hologram tour announced some April U.S. dates.
How long do you think it'll be before people are complaining that they have the same set list night after night?
Well,
I mean,
pay your money and like it.
Right,
Your options are...
It's a hologram. You're not going to get any improvisation. You're just not.
No. Like Hologram Jerry, you pretty much know what he's going to do. Let's see. One of Jerry's Neutron 3 pedals is up for auction. Let's see. I don't know if it's it said it was in very average or worse than average condition, we'll say.
I have one of those pedals, and mine at least works. I saw pictures of that unit. It looks like somebody beat it with a hammer.
It's I was going to say, I'm not a good musician or guitarist, but man, it looked rough to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only value is the fact that the Jerry's foot used to stomp on it.
Exactly. So yeah, if you guys want, I think starting bids start at $2,000. Not sure what it's up to now, but there you go.
My wife paid $350 for mine, and it works like a charm. But Jerry never touched it. You know what I use that pedal for? I use that pedal as a constant reminder that I am not Jerry Garcia.
Oh, there you go. Excellent. Let's see. The St. Louis Cardinals announced a Grateful Dead night in 2019. So I'm sure a lot of ballparks did. I think the Reds did that last year.
Oh, yeah, the Reds have done it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting on that bandwagon because, like I said, when I used to go to back in the day when you used to go around and actually see the guys, you would be shocked at the different socioeconomic levels at a Grateful Dead show. I can't think of many other places where so many different people on so many different levels actually interact. And I mean, not directly, but go to the same thing.
Yeah.
Be it a homeless person or a senator or a doctor or a lawyer or the guy that works at Napa or whatever, the guy that built your house.
There's more of us than there are of them.
Yeah, and I'm always kind of amazed now, thanks to Facebook, that some of them, I don't know if I could pick them out of a lineup anymore. Now that they're older like me, and they're more conservative, have jobs and kids and family and can't be, like that one, like the one tie-dye dude with the long hair.
Usually talking to someone is what gives me any sort of indication.
Talking. Or sometimes you can just tell the look in their eye.
Right.
Like a Scarlet Begonia or something. Let's see here. We're going to get on with some more Grateful Dead and quit yammering here. Let's see. Real quick here, trivia question for you guys to start off the second hour. Do you know what Jerry Garcia's last words to Bob Weir were in 1995?
Oh, I know.
Your time starts now. Ooh,
is it? Could it be? Is it?
Okay, time's up. What is it?
Always a hoot.
That's right. Always a hoot. Up in Chicago, getting ready to go their separate ways, gave each other a hug, and they're talking about how much fun I guess it was. And Jerry said, always a hoot. So it was always a hoot. And speaking of always a hoot, 1968, always a hoot, more Grateful Dead right now. This was, I think, this cryptical starts out the second set of this show. And the second set, I think, is devoted to the memory of Neil Cassidy. He, I think, passed away the day before.
Yeah. There too before.
Right, and Neil Cassidy, legendary in the hippie beach scene, etc. And everyone has a different version of how he died or why he died or whatever. But actually, just read latest and greatest, I guess. Apparently, he was shot by Mexican police. Was the latest story I read.
Huh.
So
I
yeah,
heard something about he died by staying on railroad tracks or something.
yeah. I've heard stories that vary as much as he took too much of some some pill, random pill that back in the day,
benzodiazepine,
right? Yeah, something I couldn't pronounce and got all messed up and died of exposure. Somebody said he went between two different towns along the rail line and was trying to count the railroad tracks. Other stories said he was doing some of the mescaline and died of exposure again. But this one was, I think, the Mexican police actually shot him, and read a story from an eyewitness who ID'd the body, and it was, I think, shot him 4 times or something.
I heard he tripped and fell out the window and tumbled like 20 stories to the ground.
And it could be. It could be. You just never know.
Right.
That's why he's a legend.
He was in the jungles of East Germany and
it's kind of like Elvis. Now we know what happened to
was
Elvis
shot
now.
by the advancing Russian army
right
during the winter of 1942.
Exactly.
That's what happened to him.
That's conjecture, maybe.
But some people say he still hangs out around Memphis and northern Mississippi and randomly gives Cadillacs to
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Cool. I'm gonna go there.
yeah, to random old
Cadillac.
hippie ladies.
I need a Cadillac, man. No, the Cadillac. Actually, Cadillacs. I did hear a Cadillac about 8 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. When the new CTSs, when it came out, that had the big high horsepower motor, and this guy had some custom exhaust on it, and man, he floored that thing, and it took off like a rocket. And I was next to him, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's a Cadillac!"
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. They're some of those caddies are big and bad now. Right. It's not like your dad's old caddy that was just a big boat.
Big couch on wheels. Big comfortable couch on wheels.
Oh yeah, my mom had I think it was a '76 Coupe de Ville.
Oh man.
I mean, you talk about big.
That's like a sectional on wheels.
Yeah. Almost had to have a flagger. It's so big. Right. Anyway, let's go
it's
to the
articulated in the middle.
Yeah, let's go to the second set. Carousel Ballroom, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1968.
Soon to have an album out on Looney Tunes. Grateful Dead.
Why, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we got a few things to say before we get into the real thick of it, and that is that some friends of ours, Lavelle and Tiffany, just had a kid.
Happy Lavelle.
Yeah, happy Lavelle. We'd like to dedicate all this to
Happy
Happy Lavelle. And also,
Whole set, the whole day.
And also, we respectfully dedicate this set to the memory of Neil Cassidy.
And in particular,
Neil ain't
this
dead.
song.
What are
Ernie
you
Bo
talking
Peep,
about?
we hope is listening.
Ernie Bo Peep.
Ernie Bo Peep.
2, 3, 4.
against a cloud. Sun comes up the red, wind yells among the storm. Graceful instruments are gone. The windows all are broken, and your love's become a toothless crumb. When the voices of the storm sound like a crowd. The eyes are blind, blue visions, whoa, a circan on. And touching makes the flesh to cry out loud. This crown on which the seed of love is sown.
little new potato caboose there from 1968. You're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM. Thanks again. I'm Ram the Rob Taper Jesse in-house, bringing you some live Grateful Dead from February 14th, 1968. So you got some good stuff in your hands there, Jesse. You're going to tell everybody about these important things that you'll want to remember for eternity.
Listen to Jay Lewis and Gospel. Listen to Jay Lewis and Company's Gospel Mix every Thursday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Hey, that's 12 hours before our show.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow, cosmic, man. Anyways, here are the best in gospel, including national and local quartets and choirs. That's okay.
Yeah, cool.
That's Jay Lewis and Company, Thursday mornings at 8 on WAIF 883, Cincinnati, Ohio.
There you go.
And the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra is a dynamic ensemble of some of the world's finest musicians, kind of like another band we're fond of. Mm-hmm. The fifth oldest symphony in the United States and the oldest orchestra in Ohio, the CSO has played a leading role in the cultural life of Greater Cincinnati and the Midwest since its founding in 1895. For ticket and subscription information, contact the CSO ticket office at 513-381-3300 or visit the website at cincinnati-symphony.org. And if you would like to get a bird's eye view of downtown Cincinnati and northern Kentucky, you can check out the observation deck at the Carew Tower, located on the 49th floor at 441 Vine Street. The deck is open 7 days a week. Admission charge is $2 for adults and $1 for children. Admission is free for kids 5 and under. For more information, call 513-579-9735.
Sounds like a fun time.
That sounds like a great time. I haven't done that in a while, actually.
I've never been there. Yeah, I've never been up there.
Yeah, you can only take the elevator so far, and then the rest of the way you have to walk.
Doesn't sound fun. I don't like heights, so you're probably not going to like getting on the tallest building in Cincinnati.
If I'm on a building and there's like a nice, safe, secure rail, and I'm not going to fall off, I'm okay with heights.
Yeah,
if you want to, get Joe Q, to put up scaffolding on a building and want me to bounce around it, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I saw some dudes taking down some scaffolding the other day from a building that they were standing on. It was like, just gave me the willies just watching these guys. But anyway, this one is via request. It was requested last week, but unfortunately, I forgot to play it. So we're gonna get it out this week, and hopefully Hector from up in Chicago is listening. Our buddy Hector, who gives me a couple good requests a year. So this is one of those that I forgot. So we're gonna do a little. I think, what was it? 2 years ago we played Hooter Roll. I think it was.
Yeah.
You brought in the album. So this is, I believe, Southside Strut by Howard Wales and Jerry Garcia. I think it is from the album Hooter Roll, too. So this is funky.
Wow.
little funky there with Jerry Garcia and Howard Wales off the 1971 album Hooter Roll. You got to say it with a question mark, right? Hooter Roll?
Hooter roll?
Roll?
Hooter roll.
Hooter Roll. Hooter Roll. Yep, I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of Hooter Roll.
Roll?
Well, let's see. We don't have time for the whole show, but I'm going to try to wrap it up. 1968, February 14th, Carousel Ballroom Show by the Grateful Dead. Hopefully you guys will like that. If my computer decides to restart here in just a couple minutes, I'm going to come back and do a alternate show. We are living in a bizarro universe. We have an alternate show planned for you guys. So we're going to see what the hands of fate roll us this evening. We're living on the edge. We're rebels without a cause. And, WAIF's website, WAIF883, is a good place for you to be a rebel and support community radio and become a member there. $25 is all we ask. If you have less, any donation will be accepted. If you have more, any donation will be accepted. We appreciate all your support throughout the years, rolling on 5 decades of bringing you the most eclectic mix of music on the air, dare I say, in the entire nation of the United States of America.
America.
Okay. America, let's see. We're going to try to wrap up this weird tune called Born Cross-Eyed.
Hold on, though. I got to throw in one thing real
What's
quick. I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to my beautiful wife who does not celebrate Valentine's Day. As well, I don't really either, but I know she's listening, so I love you, Ash.
Oh, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to my smokestack Cindy, my wife. So hopefully she's not listening. So
Cindy's listening. Hi, Cindy.
Nah,
happy
she'd be
Valentine's
embarrassed.
Day to you, too.
She doesn't listen. She'd get embarrassed at all this crazy stuff we do. Well, speaking of crazy stuff we do, Born Cross-Eyed, kind of a crazy tune, you could say. Doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense to me sometimes, but
Does it need to make sense, though?
Make sense, no. And that's the beauty of it, I guess.
That's the answer I keep coming to when I ask myself that question.
damn thing is? Don't go away. Yeah, coming up, coming up.
Hey, microphone, microphone.
You're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM. Stick around. Tourist Joyce is up next. He's getting his 2 turntables and microphone set up even as we speak. I'm sure he's got all kinds of good stuff for you. I see his crate of records over there. Yes, he's one of those old school guys. Likes to do it old school. I mean, he's I think 109 this year, so he's old school. I mean, he rocks it out, but he brings in some classic vinyl for you guys. Usually picks up some stuff right down the road in Northside at the record shop down there. So, okay, well, let's, the guys are about done yammering here, so we'll get on with this. I think it's an alligator, I think it is. And I think Bobby does some little improv lyrics or something in it.
Yeah.
So, but as usual, the guys are having a little bit of equipment issues. Could be LSD 25 issues.
Could be.
Could be.
It's kind of hard to play when your fretboard's a mile long. You know?
Yeah. There you see neon day-glow spiders on your guitar neck doing funny stuff. But, oh well.
Or when you forget what you're doing because you're looking at that crack in the board at the bottom of the stage.
Exactly. Or you're like Phil, seeing the music.
All right.
Seeing the music, man. Okay. And now.
inside a prison on $6, baby. Some of these bitches ain't always Come on, everybody, get up and dance. It won't ruin you. Alligator running round my door. Alligator running round my door.